kind of panel session. Adding speakers and Duncan from Opta. Just going to basically talk about kind of how Zoom. Brian, do you want just before we start, is it following the talks? Any other questions for speakers? Okay. I'll be quick. In terms of kind of media, it's interesting. It's quite a short list in terms of people in the media. Look at that like a research. You kind of get numbers, the actual numbers, and all that. Do you think that will change? Is there a kind of education? Are you going to get expected goals models in the sun? Is it going to go that far?
I don't know if we can get in the sun. Mentioning no names on the sun, but there are some journalists who literally for the last year stopped taking the facts. So emails are pretty ahead. But I think that expected goals will become known about and used. I think the big change is going to be combining data sets, other data sets, with the tracking data. I think probably in a couple of years, people are going to be using metrics that they can. What we've been just seeing is like a lot of the data sets, everyone's been familiar with those data sets for around 5-8 years. And I think, as good as they are, once now still you've got to innovate and build it for new angles
guys at the Bundesliga before Christmas talked about data and tracking particularly, and they actually released all of the tracking data to the media. So it said, right, here you go, media, here's all of the tracking data for all of the Bundesliga games so far this season, and it got thrown back in the face because it was when Podolski was still playing in Germany, and he got lambasted as being the laziest player in the Bundesliga, and it was a big disaster for the Bundesliga as an organisation. So negative stories written about players being lazy and stuff like that. As the league, they don't really care.
So it's kind of back to the Joey Barnett thing, right? It's a fact that free brand lets them run, but there'll be a reason why.
Yeah, there was an example in the Premier League last season where I think a story was pushed out, tracking data saying that Phil Jones up. The biggest single data point is just risky. It's just he might have been that point, but he might have been that
Just like 5 meters downhill.
Yeah.
When you start introducing the physical things, there's a lot of education that needs to be involved in that. So that's where the expertise of individuals is required, and changing the fact of hitting targets and developing community systems and actually developing the managers actually to carry out what you should have is the physical ability to carry out the manager or the coach or team thing, not to be able to run 11,000 metres, 1200 and high intensity. They need to carry out what the coach wants them to practically. They're not Olympians, they're footballers, they need physical capability to carry out their technical and tactical attributes, not be able to sprint, consistently sprint.
And I mean, we all heard stories about the likes of Thierry Henry, who made a good point about the fact that he would look so lethargic at times and he was conserving energy before the Premier League needed it. I mean, what's the point in making all those sprints if you're ultimately wasting it to be able to make a sprint when it matters? So he would just store them out way away in this sort of small French way which he covers on the sky. But then he knew that at that key moment when he was all came heroes or something, he could chase ultimately. So sometimes if I've been done a lot of sprinting, actually decided that the opposition was really bad because really not energy.
And in terms of kind of stuff on the media, do you see a lot more around kind of interactivity, do you see that kind of thing happening for whoever it is?
Yeah, BBC definitely. And the BBC's a weird beast because you'll sort of see something really analytical and clever, and then you'll see like box of text which is like, and here's what Lloyd thinks about it. They can basically be like contractually obliged to throw that all in. But yeah, I think across the board people are, certainly individuals within like the attribute job positions are starting to like cross that line, and if that can then be evangelised internally.
Or is it just kind of video? It seems like huge amount for kind of goal highlights, but everyone's already seen that on Twitter. They've seen the vines, practically the ball hits the back of the net, it's up on Twitter. So is there value in video, but not just that kind of money shot, but in more in-depth?
Yeah, we did a thing with Fiorentina a few years ago where you could go onto their website and you could pick a bit like the Hudl system. You could basically say, I want to see all of this player's shots or every chance created in this match. You could build your own product. And then if you can get that and then embed it, all those kind of switch runs, you've got for someone saying, Sterling did nothing. I think that's kind of the next. But obviously it doesn't depend massively on
I think a hard thing with people like analysts like me who's interested in sports analytics is actually finding open sources of data to get information from, and so I'm wondering what companies like Opta, big organisation like yourself, what kind of roadmap do you have for making data readily available to those people like us who are really interested in looking at it?
Probably it's a tricky one. I mean, obviously you've got the American model where nearly everything is available publicly. It's obviously led to a whole industry of amateurs that's risen up. Obviously our business has grown by selling data originally just to the media, and then as time went on to professional clubs and other elements of sport. It's unlikely it's ever going to all be available, but we all know websites where there is a good amount of data available. Whether that's used well or not is another question, but it's probably never going to be fully open source.
Well, I think just on that point, that's obviously completely true. The really granular pitch movement stuff is all widely owned by chargeable by Opta. But obviously it's not quite as fun when you're not down at that granularity. But just stuff on things like minutes played is available from other sites. Stuff on team level, there's sites that will give you, as well as obviously basics of results. They'll give you shots on target against, which is all just from sort of community of geeks. And there's interesting stuff in there as well. Again, it's not as fun as being able to look at a particular player's game. But I think there's enough certainly to get your team.
The thing to remember as well is that there is a huge cost associated with collecting data. You occasionally see people say, I'm going to collect the data myself, and they kind of think about how hard that is going to be. And it's kind of 15-year block of data we've got, but that's hundreds of thousands of pounds worth of investment.
Just on that, as a classic example of actually what Duncan was saying there, I think I was saying to someone else in the audience earlier, when one of those days of the week when Lionel Messi was breaking a record, and I decided, it'd be really cool, I'm going to do what Opta did. I found some fanboy who made this YouTube video of every single goal Messi had scored. And I was like, I'm just going to go through and jot down where he's hit the ball from on the pitch and where he's running. And make this amazing visualization of all these goals and the chips and everything. And I got through 1 minute of this half-hour video, and the number of times I'd missed a goal and had to go back, and then got lost track. I was there's no way. So they do an incredible job of widely guard that.
I recommend we stop wanting to make that.
Can I just ask, in terms of football clubs and their use of data, it strikes me that if they've all got teams of people doing broadly the same thing, there are only maybe marginal gains. So as in, say, baseball with Moneyball, the team who's gotten there first had some gains for a while till everybody else caught up. To what extent do you think that's the case in football, or is it that the clubs with American owners are much further advanced doing cleverer things, or
I'd certainly say the clubs with owners from, I don't say a business background, because a lot of them are, but from a successful business that is used and they've been involved in sort of the analytics side of it. We know the obvious ones. I think they certainly do have an advantage because you've got the key decision makers there already brought into it. There's no persuasion required, there's no buy-in required from the analysts. So that's key. I think one thing I'll touch on is obviously talk about teams of analysts. One of the things that I tend to find, and there are clubs that are exceptions to the rules, but you tend to find they've all got very similar skill sets. So you've got a group of video analysts, or you've got a group of more statistical based. You don't seem to have the spread, and that's for me what you need to create a more holistic approach to football analysis and data and video. I hope that answers your question.
So you think some clubs are getting more value than others? It's not, you're not all doing the same thing.
No, there's certainly a vast array of differences and at different levels as well. You've got some clubs lower down who are trying to do some very innovative things. So it's not dependent upon financial human resources, it's more dependent on the mindset and again the buy-in from the key decision makers.
So that's a really good point. Like we always tend to just think about the Premier League as if that's the world. There's obviously the marginal games, the margins are a lot bigger. But no, that's just the game.
Question for Duncan. I'm a United fan, so I hate Fernando Torres. And so anytime you posted a good stat about him fading, it was good music to my ears. I just wondered what your favourite stat ever was posted.
Ever?
Or anyone you
I
remember?
remember about Torres actually. I remember the point where Chelsea playing in the Champions League game, and I just noticed that he was on 23 hours, 48 minutes without a goal. So I was like, if he can get to 24 hours without a goal, that was neat. And he had a shot like a minute before, and it was like, I think it hit the post. And I've never been so happy. I was like, literally. So it does start to kind of shape the way you watch the game. You know, I occasionally try and watch games as a kind of normal person at home, and I normally last about 20 minutes, and I'm kind of trying to work out whether the last time Leighton Baines didn't take a penalty. So.
No, I've seen the tweets.
Anybody else?
Yeah, question for John. When you create these visualizations, what kind of target audience do you have in mind, and how do you make sure that the visualizations are not getting too complex for that audience?
Yeah, it's a really good question. And yeah, there have been cases when literally put out a visualization and the first two tweets of one sort of saying, oh, this is awesome, and one being like, what am I looking at? So it's a classic thing, I think, not just in terms of sport visualization, but in general, trying to create something that is both, it's going to draw in people who don't know anything about the subject matter, it's going to hold their attention, and without the experts feeling like it's being dumbed down to them. And in some cases that's pretty much impossible. I mean, I'm sure even some of you guys will say about some of the ones that I showed you, especially the speed I was going through this, it's a bit like, hold on a minute, what am I actually looking at here? So yeah, it's something that our team who produce this kind of stuff, and also about sort of global economic issues, geopolitics, things about like ISIS, it's the same challenge all the time, but you've got to make something which is sufficiently appealing to get people's attention. It's sort of slow paced enough, clear enough to sort of actually make sure they want to invest their time in it because they actually get what you're talking to them about. But again, without experts coming in and thinking like, oh, this is like stupid shit. So yeah, I mean, generally the way we do that is just by we show these things to other people internally, people who have never encountered this kind of visualization, maybe people who have never watched any football in their life and that kind of stuff, and it's that kind of hacky user testing, sort of back at it, knacky user testing you might call it, in terms of just showing it to people across the newsroom. That's the way we'll decide what features to add or to remove at an early stage when something is clearly adding complexity without clarity, or when there's simply not enough information there. So yeah, it's something we're constantly sort of experimenting with.
I mean, having the public to be able to access through things like Twitter is pretty, well, it's handy, but it's also quite revealing as well. I mean, we put up on Opta Joe last week a table looking, based on fixtures of the current Premier League season coming up, but looking at, the results in equivalent games last season, the sort of technique most of you will be familiar with, just to see what the table might look like after 10 games, and Arsenal, Man United, Tottenham, Newcastle, Tottenham, a few interesting points in there. But I mean, the response, quite a lot of people were interested, but you also get response like, people saying this is literally the worst thing I've ever seen. You've wasted your life doing it. You're never ever going to engage everyone, but there is a growth in sort of understanding of the sector. You've seen that massively in the last 3 years.
I did a piece, just like scripted on New Year's Eve. Someone tweeted back said, "This is the worst thing I've read all year." Anybody else?
I wonder if can anyone share an anecdote about how a manager of a big team has changed their tactical formation based on some of your analysis?
Yes, probably. John might have a better, sat next to about 2 sitting away from me, might have a better idea.
Oh, the spot now.
But yeah,
I mean, we're not necessarily privy to what teams do about data, so it's great to mention that it's probably a lot of people in the room that have got better answers for you than we do.
Yep. Sorry, one thing that kind of strikes me, without having done any analysis, just my gut reaction, is that one of the most stupid things about English football, or all football possibly, is unlike other sports, we sack the managers all the time. So if a team has a good run of form, the manager's a genius. You get a bad run of form, the manager's obviously shit, sack him now, and most managers get sacked every year. Have you done any analysis or work on try to measure what impact the manager has on the overall success of the team?
I think other people have done some really interesting stuff. It's something I've toyed with and sometimes experimented with and got wrong. Like we did a piece which I'm probably not doing myself any favours by even mentioning, when we looked at how Van Gaal and Moyes compared if you looked at the exact same fixtures, so who they played at home and away. After I think it was 20 matches into his tenure, and they were on exactly the same points, and we did this piece of saying, oh, like maybe this was just when momentum was building up behind Van Gaal as being better than Lloyd. We were sort of saying, hold on a minute, if you actually look at the fixtures they played, when you only count for the fixtures and played managers played, they've done the same. So maybe it's just the Van Gaal's got it easier, and then obviously like within weeks they just kept shooting up, and so they're tweeting that one. But there's there's really interesting stuff to do there. But I think there are so many variables involved, because is it even the same? Like the manager of this team playing an opponent now in 6 months has different personnel on the pitch. Like people have developed this, let alone things like the weather conditions and those sorts of other factors. I think it's like any multi-agent system. It's really difficult to isolate that one factor.
I think definitely the dynamic nature of it, but also on top of that, without understanding the context of the clubs. If you've got a club that have effectively got a head coach and they work in their club philosophy, so a new coach comes in and almost they've got that continuous feel about them, then we don't always know that in the public. You get an idea sometimes, but you don't really know what goes on behind the scenes, and without that context, that's why it's so hard at times to actually analyse other teams, because you don't know what their sort of the club philosophy is, the footballing philosophy, what the manager's asking of the players to be on the pitch, things like that. You don't always have that context. It's a very difficult one. I'm not saying you can't gain some insights from someone else that says there has been some work done, but it's a very difficult one.
Great, but thanks again for coming along and presenting. And yes, thank you to everyone for coming along. I hope you found it useful after the evening. Thank you very much.